Hey everybody, Damo here from the Charter Connection Fishing Charters and the Charter Vessel Diversity, bringing you another top catch bait and tackle fishing report. Well, another day is drawing to an end, and there's still a hole in Diversity's berth, so the boys are having a pretty good day. I'm down here waiting for them to come back in, give Chris a hand to tidy up and survey the day's carnage on the recent influx of snapper schools. And what we've been finding has been pretty reasonable, really. Like I mentioned in my previous reports, quite a bit of snapper is starting to come in dribs and drabs. So what I mean is big patches coming in here and there, schools that is, schools. And what's happened is they seem to have been come through the Colville Channel on that last easterly blow, and also on those last big tides have been pushed round the corner, which is the natural influx of stuff, nutrients, fish and driftwood and whatnot that comes through the Colville Channel and down towards the top of the Firth. Now of course these are early season fish, and they're basically here for a couple of things, and that's to feed and also to procreate the species. So with that in mind and procreation in mind, it's like going to a bit of a singles bar for them. All these fish are pouring in, they're all going to meet up with each other, then they'll think about doing the wild thing and then eating to finish things off. So at this part of the season, they may not feed exactly as you want them to, and they may not feed when the bite times are on paper or whatever. So they have their own mind. Eric Moorman's bite times, or the lethal bite times, are around. You'll see those on various calendars and in various publications and whatnot. Those are pretty good. They're a good indication for that sort of thing. But this time of year, anything can happen, so you really want to make the most of your time when you're out there. I got a text earlier from the boat saying that they had about 30 odd fish on board. This was about lunchtime, up to about 15 pounds, 7 kilos. So that's a pretty good indication, and they were nice fish, Chris told me, so that's a pretty good indication as to what's happening. In fact, I can see her coming around the point now. So they've been putting in a bit of effort there. It's been a long day. They were away at about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, so it's now just about 6, just after 6 at night. So that's what's going on. They've been primarily fishing the mother bed, as I heard it called the other day, the scallop bed, which is west of Coromandel, west of the Mohau Range there, and also fishing inside the Colville Channel. So things get a bit tough, fish inside the Colville Channel. They're still on the edges of the foul and hard on the foul. They've also been down towards the top of the Firth, where there's been a bit more mammal activity, and they've also been stopping on their way back from Tirri, on the way back from Coromandel behind Tirri, and fishing in there where there's been a lot of dolphins, a lot of kahawai schools, and also a lot of bait. So pretty encouraging to see. This is one of the boys leaving. Now the weather today has been mint, and there's this little northerly trend. Now personally I quite like the northerly. I tend to find not only is the temperature quite mild, here we are in short sleeves and I've got my stubbies on, not. Here we are in short sleeves, middle of August, and it's been a beautiful still calm day. You can look out here and see the conditions are absolutely flat calm, and it's been pretty much like that all day. What I find with the northerly is A, it's mild like I've just said, and B, it tends to bring the fish on the bite. There's always a little bit of sea running. Of course the Gulf's exposed to the northerly, so there's always a little bit of sea, a little bit of chop, and I find the fishing's always a bit better with some chop. It also helps move the boat along when the boat's when we've chosen to do a drift, and it also helps you line up an in and out coming tide correspondingly, well mostly incoming because of the Gulf. It tends to flood down the Gulf. So that's a couple of reasons I like it. I don't know why, but the fish always seem to bite quite hard as a northerly comes in, or as there's a northerly in place. Now often you won't be out in northerly when it's 30 knots, but I can tell you right now I've had some spectacular days when it's been northerly 30 knots, especially early season south of Carwell and south of Little Barry, out off the Rangers Hut there, been hiding in there for the day, and also the Cape Barrier area, which is another great spot to hang out in a bit of northerly. Tomorrow, however, it's only going to be about 10 knots in the morning from the northwest, and then round to the north, true north by probably 6 o'clock at night, and peaking looks like about 20 on the map, so nothing serious. Straight back across to Coromandel, watching out for whale spouts, watching out for gannets, always looking down towards the firth and seeing which way those birds are flying and what those birds are doing. They're a primary indicator, so make sure you keep an eye out for them. And then once we're there, it's on the drift again and fishing hard on the bottom. Again, the last couple of trips, yesterday and today and earlier in the week too, it has been bait fishing, and it's been the Ilex squid from Top Catch, it's been the New Zealand IQF pilchards from Top Catch. When we've been anchored, we've been using their Top Catch salmon burley, which I spoke about last time, and that's primarily been the way we've been doing it. On the drift, however, we've been finding the Gulp squidgy, the Gulp squid vicious, and I don't think Gulp do a squidgy, but regardless of that, the Gulp squid vicious. I've been trialling a new little lure as well, which I can't say much about at the moment, but you'll hear all about it fairly shortly, and with mixed success, and also skipjack, which I had in the freezer from going fishing. Anyway, it looks like the boys are coming back in, and looks like there could be a bit of freight on the back, so I'll leave you guys to it. Make sure you stop in at Top Catch, see them online at www.topcatch.co.nz. You can also catch up with us at Facebook, Diversity-Fishing, and at charterconnection.co.nz. Okay, so just a quick edit on that last fishing report. Put us down to the boat, and we're going to get a bit of a rundown on what Chris actually got up to today. So Chris, let's have a bit of a natter about what went on out there today. You are back over on the Coro rail again.
Yeah, today I was back at Square Top. So I went out there yesterday, it was pretty good, and today again it was pretty good. Yeah, I started off drifting past it in about the 40-metre mark. There's a kind of a reef structure there, a couple of round big reef structures. Got a few alright panties to start with, and then later on in the afternoon when the sun started getting a bit higher, we pulled out some good size snapper. And we slowly drifted out to about the 60-metre mark.
Good size fish, got up to about what size, man?
In the 60-metre mark, we pulled in some 15-pounders.
Yep, good.
Real good quality, nice clean fish.
Yep.
Good eating fish.
Yeah.
And then, carried on from then, and in the afternoon we still kept on pulling in fish, and it was a beautiful day out there.
Yeah, it's been mint, eh? And on the way across this morning, any whale spouts or mammal activity or anything like that?
Yeah, there's plenty of dolphins out there, plenty of little workups all happening everywhere.
What are you finding on those mostly?
Mainly kahawai. The way to get the kahawai at the moment, they're feeding on little krill and whitebait.
Yep.
You need a trawl.
Yeah,
Got to get it something in the water and trawl it.
Yeah,
it's the only way you're going to get them. You're not going to take bait.
Yep, no, fair enough. Soft baits and that would be takeable.
Soft baits are awesome.
Yeah.
They're pretty much the best thing.
Sweet, just those little ones, eh?
Yeah, just the little white ones.
And on your way back this afternoon, we were back in a bit later, of course, today, but because you stopped on some more of those workups on the way home, as you do. Did you see much over sort of down towards the top of the Firth or the back of Waiheke, anything down that way?
Nothing down there yet, but they are starting to come back into the middle of the Hauraki. I see a couple of decent marks and some decent workups actually on the way back.
Yep.
We stopped on a few to get some kahawai for the boys, and they did quite well on that.
Cool. Now, I just see here I've got a packet of the Black Magic Sea Point hooks there. How you been finding those?
These hooks are the bee's knees.
You like them? Yep.
They are extremely sharp. This is size 6 hook.
Yep, I'll just come in on you there.
They are perfect hooks.
Yeah, cool.
As you can see, they are very sharp. They cut fingers.
Yeah.
They
been digging a few out, eh?
Are very good hooks.
Yeah, penetration.
And it's extremely easy to hook a fish up with one of these hooks.
That's good, eh? And you're not finding the small barbs a hassle or anything like that?
No, small barbs are good because you can release the smaller fish.
Yeah, good.
And they still stay on a big fish.
Awesome.
So yeah, they're real good.
Cool, and just while you've been here, there's been quite a few splashes just down here in the water, and we've got quite a bit more bait fish back in the marina now.
Yeah, which is good. They've recently just come back in, which means that the snapper are going to follow them.
Yeah.
I've just recently seen the first couple of good sized snapper come back into the marina, which is a good sign for the fish coming back into the Hauraki, because if they're in here, they're in close.
That's right, you're dead right, the Gulf Harbour Marine Reserve. Awesome, alright, well I'm going to go home and smoke some fish, and I brought you down some smoked fish from today's effort, so I'll leave you to it. We'll have another report coming up on a regular basis, as we do, so that's it from us, and we'll catch you later on.